Robert, how you doing? Great
How
to
you
meet
doing?
you. Great,
Such
great
a
to meet
pleasure.
you. Likewise, I'm happy to be out here. Thanks for coming to meet us, man. Really appreciate that.
Hey man, nice to meet you. Did you call me sir? What the fuck?
Here's the thing. I got one rule.
Yeah.
No holding back. I want you to give them the secrets to becoming wealthy.
Okay.
Can we make that happen?
Got it.
Who am I here with today?
Robert Herjavec from
those-
Shark Tank.
For those that don't know, what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
I'm one of the biggest people in the world in cybersecurity and now AI.
But you've been in the business since like 1990 was when you started your first company.
I'm actually 95 years old, but I work out a lot. I look great. No, I've been doing it for a long time, since I was 21.
That was earlier in a time where there was a lot of doubt about the internet, about the future of cybersecurity. What did you see early on that made you want to pursue this business?
You can get rich by following a trend. You can get wealthy by creating a trend. So I got ahead of the cybersecurity internet world.
Did you come from a lot of money?
No, man. We were like very melodramatic. I came to Canada on a boat. My parents crossed the border in the middle of the night. I mean, it was just a classic rags through riches story.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
Great question. Cuban and I had this conversation one time, and Cuban said when he was 12 years old, he wanted to be rich. When I was 12 years old, I didn't want to be poor. That was my motivation. I think in life, you're either highly motivated, and I wasn't, or really bad stuff happens to you and you gotta make a decision. Either you accept your life or you change.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Nothing changes unless you change.
I love that. That's a bar right there.
If you're not willing to do something different today, you're gonna lead the life you had yesterday.
That's fire right there. So throughout your career, what was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
500 million. But that included the sale of a business and capital gains. On income basis, I probably 18 million on an income basis. But here's the key. You can get very rich making income. It's very hard to get wealthy making a big income. You got to have capital gains. You got to build something of value that you can sell.
Have you ever been fucked over in business?
Oh my God. My first company, I had this lady who worked for me. She quit and then she started crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm such a great boss. She's sad to leave. She says to me on the way out, your sales manager has a company on the side and he's stealing from you. He's bringing one order in and then putting another order into his own company. He was literally stealing from me for a year. I had no idea.
How do you deal with that when you find a cancer in the company? How did you address that at the moment? Or maybe something you learned from that if somebody's dealing with a similar circumstance in their business that they're running?
Barbara told me this a long time ago. People assume when you're successful that you don't have bad days. Barbara said this to me. The difference between successful people and others is how long they wallow in misery. So what did I do? I felt really sorry for myself. I cried. I mean, I swear to God, I cried. I'm like, oh my God, I'm losing money. And you know what I did 5 minutes later? I said, fuck it. I just got to get up and I got to do it again.
It reminds me, Elon Musk says that entrepreneurship is like eating glass and staring into the abyss.
It's so true. You know, Elon said to me one time, I said to him, I heard a rumor that you're a micromanager. And he said, absolutely not true. I'm not a micromanager. I'm a nano manager.
As a multi-nine-figure entrepreneur, what is the best financial advice you've ever received?
Maybe very contradictory because I'm not a big investor in stocks and that. I mean, I have a lot of money in stocks, but real estate. Charlie Munger said to me one time, if you want to become rich in life, never sell a house. Always keep every house. I've never lost money on real estate.
Do you have to have a lot of money to start creating wealth in real estate?
No, you have to be able to hang on to it. So if you can hang on to a property for 10 years, for sure you'll make money. The problem is from liquidity if you have to sell it within 10 years.
Are you a good salesman?
Oh, I'm a great salesman.
Give me your best sales advice right here. You've been at the table with some very heavy hitters, but you sold to massive companies. Give me a quick sales masterclass right here.
Before I teach you to sell, tell me who I'm selling to. Biggest mistake people make in sales is they have a pitch and they apply that pitch to every single person. Before I open my mouth, before I tell you how great my product or I am, I got to know who you are. I got to know your need. Before you sell, find out the need.
What's more important in the business world, what you know or who you know?
What you know. Absolute bullshit. When I started out in business, my mom was a receptionist. My dad swept floors in a factory. Every person I knew in business said this bullshit advice to me. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And in order to make money, you need money. I was screwed. I was 23 years old, starting with nothing. If you don't know anybody, you got to become the person other people want to know.
Because successful people aren't just going to go spend their time with somebody. I always like to say that you want to network with successful people to become successful.
You want to network when you provide something of value. Build your own brand. Other people will come to you.
Among yourself and the most highly successful people that you study and know, what is that one trait that they all have in common?
Obsession. Obsession, absolutely. Motivation is easy. Passion is easy, but all that stuff fades. Obsession lasts. I've never met somebody ultra successful who doesn't absolutely love what they do.
They're a little crazy?
Oh yeah, you got to be a little crazy. You have to have the ability to see not the way the world is, but you have to have the ability to see the world for what you want to make it. And that's either obsession or you're just crazy.
Is it safe to say that you've lost your mind a little bit?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why I work out so much. I have to keep my sanity.
Yeah. How old are you?
62.
You don't look 62. What's the
Thank
secret to looking this young at 62 years old? They say money stays in shape, and you're, living proof of it.
We're just talking about this today. The biggest flex of wealth today is being in shape. It's not a nice car. It's not a new jet. All those things are super cool. It's staying in shape. If you're not using your money to stay healthy, what's the point?
How many companies have you invested in?
40, 50 through Shark Tank.
What is the best industry somebody should be looking to get into in today's world?
It depends if you're starting with money or if you're not starting with money. If you're starting with money, you have to use capital as a leverage, as a barrier to entry to others. So commercial buildings, data centers are really big now, land, that kind of stuff. If you have no money, e-commerce. I mean,
Why?
because you don't need any money.
They say it's saturated though, no? You don't think so?
I don't think it is. It depends on your brand. I think it's easy to build a brand today online.
You invest in people or ideas?
People, always. A great person can make a bad idea good. A bad person can take a great business and completely screw it up.
I love that. I have to ask you, one of my favorite pieces of content I've ever seen on the internet is you talking about beware of the man in the t-shirt.
I love that. Oh, thank you.
Can you break that down for people that may not have seen that before?
Mark Cuban was on our show. This was his last year. And when I first met him, I love to dress well, love a good suit. And I meet Mark, he's dressed in a t-shirt like a slob. I walk by his trailer and literally he's got this $5,000 suit. It's in a pile on the friggin' ground. And I'm like, dude, care a little. He looks at me and he says, I don't have to. And I didn't understand it at the time, but later on, I realized you walk into a room and there's 10 guys with a suit and one guy in the back with a t-shirt, beware the man in the t-shirt. Because that guy in the t-shirt worked his ass off to get to a point that he or she can wear whatever they want.
He doesn't have to dress to impress.
Mark is not selling people, people are selling him.
If you lost everything tomorrow, could you make it all back?
Yeah, no doubt.
What would you do? Let's say you had to start from zero, but you kept your contact book.
Oh, I would start an AI company. AI is the greatest opportunity in our lifetime.
What part of AI?
All of it right now, but the consumer element of AI is going to go away. I like the data infrastructure part of AI.
Are you using AI in all your businesses?
Yes, 100%. My wife just wrote a movie script using AI.
Give me one hack that a business owner can use to leverage AI.
Train your AI model to the way you work. So we spent a lot of time training our version of AI to write like me, and it now writes better than I do. My AI is more like Robert Herjavec than Robert Herjavec.
You're 62 today. If you died tomorrow, you could give me one more guiding principle to leave with the younger generation. What would that be?
Sell joy.
Sell what?
Sell joy.
You say joy?
Joy. When I had nothing and I didn't understand computers or cyber or anything, I used to call on clients and I filled their day with joy and happiness. So whoever dealt with me always remembered me as the nice, fun guy.
So emotion's an important component in business.
It's not what you say, it's how you make people feel. It's really true. And so the less you have, the nicer and the more engaging you have to be.
What's the deepest life quote you've ever heard?
A friend of mine who's a priest said this to me one time. You'll never find anything in life as fascinating as another human being. And I'm deeply Christian, and so I try to approach every human being that way. Everybody has a story. Everybody has something to tell. And if you go to them with open fascination about their life, you'll learn them. And that works in sales too.
Faith has been important for you?
Faith's very important to me.
I love it. You got amazing advice, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. I really
Such a
appreciate it.